Yes, here we go. 1 second. God, this is not a good angle.
Put it up here. Better.
Much better. Hey everyone, can you hear us all right?
Look who's in here.
And let me see. Sorry, we're a bit scattered. Hello, hello, hello. We're gonna pop out the chat. Hope everyone's well. This is a mega live stream for everybody playing hooky from Sunday school.
Molly Jensen.
What the?
Mom.
Hey everyone. Whoa, 14 folks already up in her.
Molly, Elise, Moto,
Look at everyone.
Kim, Andrew. Oh, Andrew, I have to check the date you sent me. Hold on.
How about we do live stream? Then
Okay, we'll do live stream. Then I'll make sure. I think we're good. We know we got it. Good.
Hey everyone, nice to see you.
Hi,
Thanks for being
BBs.
here. This is a mega live stream. If it's your first time, welcome to you most especially. We're going to improvise some improv for you.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
We appreciate you being here, especially if you were a Supercast member. Gotta shut that out. So the way we do this is we get a bunch of suggestions from the chat, and then we improvise an episode. What's different is now that the uncut version goes in the Supercast feed. So if you enjoy the bits that happen here, that will be in there. And let's see, Holly, remember we should, once we start so that will go in the feed as an audio thing and not refer to the chat while we're doing it. Just as a reminder to you and me.
Healthy reminder.
Everybody's just running in here last minute today.
Yes, we are currently in London.
Oh, thanks, Moto. Hey, look at that.
Background. You can't see much of London, but we are in London. I went to Borough Market today and got to hear a Welsh choir singing about St. David's Day.
What's St. David's Day?
I think it's the
David.
Welsh. Isn't it the Welsh Day holiday?
Never heard of it.
Moto.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
So cool of
Thanks
you.
for the tips.
Cool of you. My gosh.
Virginia,
yes,
look who the cat dragged in.
You're here, Virginia.
So we encourage you to do bits and everything in the old chat. Have some fun. Make each other laugh. Make us laugh. And we'll do some improv for you. Well, before we get into that, let's see. I did laugh. Way up at the top, Andrew said a grade challenging the climax kids to a turning point style campus debate that goes off the rails.
Oh.
That's great. Okay. Some kind of debate idea. Oh, I have something for that.
I mean, that's a big social media thing right now, right? Everybody's like debating Bible or not, or atheism, or
one of the best places to have your ideas,
a great discourse, a great forum for discourse.
Yeah,
social media.
And daylight savings time is next weekend. Do they do it differently in Australia? Yes, we do.
Okay, that's great.
A Fitter update.
What is Fitter up to?
Maybe Fitter and Brandy broke up.
Yeah, these girls they move fast, they burn bright, and they burn fast.
Yeah, they do. Maybe they were U-hauling around town.
Okay, Fitter update.
Lance's new job. Good. How's it going with Lance's new job?
Okay. I wonder if he's still at that job. Do we think he's still at that job? He went from importing, exporting to security. That was a pretty.
Yeah.
Do we trust him?
Maybe he got a new job at the place.
The place?
At the Red Range Rover. What was it?
Oh, maybe he moved up from security to sales or something.
Yeah.
Red Rover
Red
Gosh,
Rover.
what did I say it was?
Yeah, I think it was called Red Rover.
Red Rover, but is it Range Rovers? They
Yeah,
sell.
you said Range Rover.
Okay, yeah. Andrew's saying it too. He sold a car by accident. Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's great.
I'm so excited to be here with you all. Thanks for being here. This is going to be really fun. I'm ready to play.
Climax Kids using AI to write and cite personal gospels. Hallie's daughter built a sweat lodge. That's great.
Wait, Climax AI and then daughter sweat lodge?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think that could be a fitter thing.
Okay.
I can't fit you.
Okay.
Anybody watching Heated Rivalry? Holly,
Yes.
I think Holly had what I have so far. Where are you going?
Just over here to grab something. Keep going.
I think Holly had the best assessment of Heated Rivalry the other night, which was, it's good if you think of it as a pornography. And I think that's true.
If you watch it like it's a porno, you're like, wow, the budget is good, the sets are good, the actors are hot. Well,
the acting is good for a pornography.
One of them's pretty good actor.
They're both good for a pornography.
For a porno, this is good acting. Good, but so just think of it as maybe you all will disagree with me, but I was like, I want this, like, I like hot sex, obviously. Like, that's cool.
Obviously.
But I started to find that I was like rolling my eyes at a lot of other stuff. Plus, I kept getting so sick of that one guy always being like, fuck you, Rosanoff. Like, while they were like, it is like part of their flirting. I was like, But
I think it is good acting for a porno.
Yeah, if you watch it like it's a porno, you're like, wow, this is a high budget porno with like decent dialogue.
Sweating out brandy. Okay, I think these are great. I'm ready to rock.
Yeah, I think we have enough.
Have enough?
We have enough. Molly, have you watched Heated Rivalry? Yes, we're still in England, Virginia.
We're still in England.
We're in London,
we
really trying to escape.
Back.
Yeah, we're trying to truly escape the States. And so far, so good. How does it feel to be in the States?
What were you just singing?
Now? And it's hard to be an American where they're coming after me. Those are the words, right? I wish you could escape too, Elise. But I'm so scared that I'm just currently scared. Good, Molly. You watched Pluribus. That one was very fun. I thought the pilot was like, "Is this too scary for me?" And then like the episodes following, like, it wasn't scary at all. It was so great. It was so great until she started having sex with everyone in the entire world. I thought that was a lapse in judgment, but I understand.
Talk about a porno. I've been teaching improv all afternoon, so apologies. My voice is about to fall out.
Yeah, mine was like that yesterday. I taught all day yesterday and lost my voice.
Just not used to that.
It takes a lot.
Okay, this is great, and let's do some improv. If you could throw us a thumbs up, that's always helpful to the algorithm. And if you're not a sub to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. What are you even waiting for? That's how you get in the chat, I think.
Hold on, let me see.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that tip, Moto.
Yeah, God bless.
And if you want to throw a tip, we always love it.
God bless, my friend. Depends on when you leave, but you can have a beep. Wait, am I of a pipe burst and you have to let I'm wondering if I have a pipe burst, if like Fitter could fix it. Actually,
definitely.
She's a pipe fitter.
Well, isn't what is a pipe fitter? It's not a plumber.
What is a pipe fitter? It's someone who can like re-weld your pipes if your pipes corrode or something. I actually have no idea. They can weld it and put it in.
A pipe fitter is like if the city water main goes down, right? They do gas fittings. Oh no, we don't know shit.
What have I been
They do
saying
gas
that
fittings.
that Hallie's daughter?
This is like a stevedore. I'm always like, what's a stevedore? What do they do? Or a merchant marine? Okay, they're okay. Okay.
Natural gas on rigs,
See,
like oil rigs.
this is why we belong in comedy and making content and the world. They unload and okay. The stevedores unload ships. These are jobs that I get nervous even thinking about doing, where you're like, "Oh my god, can you imagine if I had to do that? It would not go well." I just watched a YouTube video of a carpenter for like the last 30 minutes, and it kind of put me into a cold sweat because
Hey,
it was about how to cut an it was how to cut a complicated shape if you can't measure and get in there with a tape measure, and I was like, "Yeah, how do you do that?" Made me sweat.
this is like when we first moved to LA and we were like looking for work and we were like,
Talk about porno.
talk about porno. He was one of the first, our neighbor.
Our
who
neighbor
we-
had been a porn producer.
he was one of the first people. He was like, I was the first one to throw porn on the web. Throw?
He was like, I threw video for porn stars. He was like, he was a programmer who would put video on porn stars websites before the advent of like porn streaming.
The nicest guy in the world.
Super nice.
Coolest
Also a
wife,
plumber.
had a baby, had a plumber. He was like, Greg, I'll give you some work. We were like dying for work, looking for how to make money. Greg was like, I'll throw you some work, Greg. Greg went to work with him to do construction on like a home build where they were putting in like heating under the floors and like doing
I was like, I did
metal.
construction one summer in college. I could do something. Thinking I would just like carry stuff around. Oh no. Most stressful day of my life. He was like, "Just cut a hole in this wall and put a manifold in here," and blah blah blah. I was like, "No, no, no." And then I was like, "What did you do before you were a plumber?" He was like, "Oh, when I was doing porn and stuff." And I was like, "I think he said porn and stuff, but I don't want to be like, did you say porn and stuff?" And then he said it like 3 times, and I was like, "Dude, you got to tell me what that was about." He was a porn producer for a while, and then he said one day he knew he was spiritually dead inside
From the porn?
From producing porn, and he's like, then one day I realized I was spiritually dead inside, and so I quit that job and I moved to Hawaii for 2 years and served every day.
He limped so bad because he's like, I blew my knees out as a tight end or as a, what was he?
Yeah, something.
Some kind of, he was like, but he was the nicest guy. Described having stood as an earthquake came toward him and the road started to move like waves on the ocean and the whole world started
tight end
rippling.
We have to okay, we have to do an episode. Here we go.
No, I think he was like what are the big blockers? What are the big ass
I think the
dudes?
joke was tight end because of porno.
Oh, that's not bad, yeah.
Not
But no,
bad.
what's the football player that's like
No, I think he was a tight end.
Isn't the tight end a runner?
He was a sprinter at one point too.
Whoa, he's so big. I would have thought he was one of those guys. What are the big ones? Whatever.
Okay, here we go. And so when we start, we'll give it a tee up of what we're doing.
Will you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, everyone? This is Omega, and we have gotten a bunch of great live stream suggestions from our darlings in the chat, and we're going to use them to improvise an episode. We got stuff about Climax hosting a debate. We've got daylight saving stuff with Fitter, Lance, Climax AI. It's gonna be great. You ready to go, Holly?
I feel like I missed one. There was one. Oh no, we got it. There's something about Hallie's daughter in a sweat lodge. Okay. Thank you for being with us here in the chat. And Greg, I got your back.
Got your back. And if we break in stuff, we'll just keep going.
And do I do the whole intro and everything?
Yeah.
Hiya, I'm Hallie Labont, and this is Mega coming to you from coming from you. From Twin Hills Community Church, where every single week we're giving our mega church a tiny family feel. We love to introduce you to members of our church staff and sometimes people from our community. And you know what? I always find it to be a treat, and I always find it to be a treasure. And per usual, I'm joined by my co-host. He's the youth pastor for our high school ministry called Climax. Please welcome Gray Haas.
I'm not going to hate. I'm a master of debate, Hallie. How are you?
Debate is a big thing. It's back in
huge.
force. The church has always loved it, but I feel like social media has brought it back in force.
And that isn't that great that we have young Christians out there representing themselves in these amazing forums, just using hardcore logic to absolutely dismantle anyone who can stand against us. So I'm really excited about it.
I think it's a statistic. It's probably in the Guinness book or something, but I believe, and I think this is factual, actual and factual, and that you can look this up. A Christian has never lost in a debate to an atheist.
Oh, is that right?
It is impossible.
Well, I think there was.
Because you cannot prove a negative.
That's right. And I mean, there's only one that I can think of. And people might not know of him, but Tipsy Donahue was a very popular debater in Australia, Christian debater.
Oh, is that right?
Amazing, just amazing debater. He was actually, right as he was about to win the debate with a very popular atheist, the atheist shot him. So I guess he did technically lose. And
just his life, but not the debate.
Exactly. Well, but
I would argue.
But that was the thing, is a lot of people thought that he had lost because, well, he brought a knife to a gunfight. I guess it technically was a gunfight, and he brought logic, or he brought spiritual logic.
Yeah.
And he was killed. So R.I.P. Tipsy Donahue.
Wow.
But I'm hosting some debates right now, and it's really, really great, because what we're doing is we're live streaming them on TikTok. And then what we do is we're working with an organization called Ratio Christi.
Awesome.
And what it is, Hallie, and people can look this up, is Ratio Christi just absolutely uses logic to dismantle the other side, but in the name of Christ. But what we're doing is our own version of Ratio Christi, where if anybody tries to debate us in the comments, they get ratioed. Do you know what that means?
Oh, I have a feeling it means they're gonna lose.
Exactly.
But hopefully gain their life in Christ through being shown the truth for once.
Yeah. And do you know what ratio means in internet slang?
Ratio?
Ratioed. You got ratioed.
What does that mean?
It basically means that your comment got more comments against it than your dumb little comment.
Okay.
So they absolutely get ratioed by Christ.
Wait, if you get more bad comments on your comments than your comment, so meaning basically two.
No, well, yeah,
because the comment was one, and if anybody beats that one, then they got ratioed.
Yeah, kind of. It's essentially, we just pig pile on top of somebody who, if some hater gets in there, we just absolutely swarm them with tons of ratio comments. So even if they try to come back, for every one that they come at us with, we're 5, 6, 7 against them. 6, 7.
Wow. I mean, you got ratioed. You came up against the power of the cross. You got ratioed.
That's right. So that's been really fun, just to get teens using their brains, which isn't something that they normally do.
Well, they have debate teams in high schools, but it's losing popularity because kids just want to be on their phones. So it's really exciting when, you light their fire with something. These college campuses are getting the Holy Spirit is descending on college campuses. It could happen at Climax, where you could end up in revival, and it could happen from these debates when somebody gets ratioed.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it could light a fire.
Oh, and it's basically good internet bullying, which I'm always a fan of.
Well, speaking of Australia, I was wondering, because we're about to spring forward here, which is a day I always look forward to, the changing of the clocks. Though it does mean that we have to get to church way earlier on that very first Sunday morning, and that's very hard to do. But do you spring forward with the clocks in Australia?
Well, as people know, in Australia, things are a bit different in that a lot of things are opposite. So you would think that we, instead of springing forward by an hour, we go back by an hour. But what we actually do is we just flip it night to day.
Is that
Yeah.
right? Well, I saw a headline that these tech companies are going to put some mirrors in the sky and reflect the sun at night so that we have sun all night long to grow things and keep harvesting.
What did you see that in?
Oh, I saw that. I get news
Um,
through my Facebook
oh,
and
okay.
from Fox and Friends.
You thought so? Scientists are going to put mirrors in the sky to make it daylight all the time?
Yeah, these tech companies really are. This is true. And also Elon is going to put 1 million satellites in a string around the whole entire earth. So every time you look up,
Awesome.
you'll just see a string of satellites moving up there in a line.
Wait, how did you say his name?
Elon.
Oh,
What did I say?
Elon.
Oh, I think he's great. I got one of his cars and it's turquoise.
You got a Tesla.
I do. Yeah, I have a turquoise Tesla.
What happened to the Lexus?
Well, I can't drive it. I covered it in ichthyosis and it's bumper stickers about the love of Jesus and all of that, but I can't figure out how to drive it because I always forget how to open the door. I cannot get in that
So you
car.
just got a new car.
Well, yes, it sits out there. I use it. It's right now. It's my only leverage. Well, I thought I wanted to use it as leverage, as I told you, against my kids because they don't care if I take their phones away anymore. So I'm always looking for punishments or opposite
Yeah.
incentives. And so I was like, well, if I can't really figure out how to drive this thing, plus it has a huge laptop on the dashboard, it's really distracting.
Oh,
It's
you can't
weird.
figure out how to drive the Tesla.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
So-
couldn't figure out how to drive the Lexus.
So no, I can't figure out how to get into the Tesla, let
Oh.
alone drive it. The doorknob, the handle is just, it's a racket. I can't every time they show me, I say, okay, I'm going to remember this time. I don't. So I'm trying to use it as incentive to get my kids to do stuff that I need them to do.
Oh.
I'll be like, you can take the keys to the Tesla. Guess what? They don't want to do that either.
Oh, because they don't want to be seen in a Tesla because they're little woke jokes.
Yeah, they think it's bad to be seen in a Tesla because it's standing up for something that they don't want to like make a statement about or something. And I'm like, it is a car. It runs on gas. You put your foot down and you get to where you need to go. Where is all this other stuff coming from? And then my daughters keep taking my ichthyosis off of it, scraping it off with Gooby Gone, getting rid of the bumper stickers that are celebrating the love of Christ. It is a shame.
Oh, which daughter?
Oh, my daughter who figured out how to wear these boots with no laces. They're these pull-ons. They've got these sides of sort of like elastic stretch.
Oh no, they're Bluntstones.
Yeah, the one who is only wearing
This is a
Bloodstones
huge
now.
gateway boot, Hallie. You've got to be very careful about this.
What?
They're Australian boots. They were actually
Oh,
designed
no.
by a lesbian gardening
Oh, it
commune in
grieves
the
the heart of God.
70s that were lady prisoners. They were all left in a ladies' jail. They started a garden. They made Bluntstones, and the next thing you know, you've essentially got a boot that as soon as you slip your foot inside,
Oh no.
as soon as you put that slender, or
No.
in the case of a lot of these gals, not very slender, more of a paddle foot, from all the gardening. It's worse than a jeans jacket, Hallie. You've got to be
Oh,
very careful
no.
about those.
Well, this is hard news to hear. I mean, she would only wear Doc Marten platform boots for the longest time. And then she moves over to the Bloodstones.
If you really want to get those off her feet and out of your house, I would encourage you to throw those away immediately.
So she's wearing some kind of uniform to tip off the homosexuals?
It's just more of a badge. It's more of a badge
Oh,
for
no.
what I would call militant lesbian gardening.
Oh,
At least in
no.
Australia, maybe not here, but
Well, here it might be the opposite. Here, the way that you let the ladies know that you are a very straight woman is here, it's the opposite. So here we can drive Subarus and U-Hauls and we can, still eat crackers and cheese.
I've never heard the I've never
heard
heard
that
the crackers and cheese pad.
with the lesbian community.
No.
Oh yeah, if you ever see a woman with crumbs on her lapel, look out because she might be after one of your daughters. The lesbians really go for a crackers and cheese.
That is
If
interesting
you put it
because
out and it disappears really quick, you might have a lesbian in your house.
really,
Yes.
I I always, that is interesting because I had an aunt who was actually the only reason I know about the Bluntstone thing is because she was in that prison for a while, that lady's prison. And what I always noticed, apart from her bringing over greens that nobody wanted to eat, like dandelion, was she always had cracker crumbs on her lapels. She
Oh
was
no.
also always wearing kind of an outdoor tuxedo
Yeah, that's the other thing. If these gals have lapels,
and crumbs on them.
exactly.
They've been into the
Because
crackers.
because a lapel is such a specific piece of fashion.
It really is.
And, I think women are trying to signal to each other with the clothes that they're wearing. This is why I have to be real careful with my daughters coming down. I got one coming down in, midriffs and short shorts. I say, I love you,
Get back
but
upstairs.
get back
Yeah.
up there. I got another one coming down, as I've said before, in nothing but Carhartts.
And you're like, get back upstairs.
Get back up there.
Sometimes you maybe want to have them switch one article of clothing with the other one, and maybe it would balance it out.
It is a minefield out there. And, one of my daughters is going through a breakup. I think
really?
but I like it because she's kind of back talking to me because she's brokenhearted and staying home and staying near the fridge.
What's the
eating ice
guy's
cream
name?
and stuff. Oh, no, I think it's a friend breakup with her best friend, Brandy.
Okay, good.
Have you heard about friend breakups now? There's not just romantic breakups.
Yeah, I'm so tired of this idea that I keep hearing that in climax of go on a friend date. Guess what? You don't date your friends, guys.
That's a slippery slope.
In
I don't
fact,
like
I
the
don't
sound
want
of that
anybody
one bit.
dating unless you're absolutely certain that marriage is the next step.
Well, dating is courting.
Exactly. First base is dating, second base is marriage.
Isn't
Then
that
comes the
right?
baby and the baby carriage, and that's the baby is third base and home run is baby carriage, especially a nice one.
And what's more fun than rounding third base and getting into home with than a baby?
Sliding into home.
What a blast, but maybe slide in on your like foot forward and rump down rather than, belly down, arms forward because you'd crush the baby.
Oh, I was thinking the baby was born by third base.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I understand. I mean, when a lot of times these teens start to think of friendships as replacing what? A lot of things. Their relationship with Christ, their relationship with a godly lady or man that could eventually lead to marriage. And I go, we really have to think about the spheres of our society. And one is friendships, one is marriage relationships, government, church, home, family.
Awesome.
And I realized I just kind of made like the Olympic rings, and I didn't mean to do that.
I'm so sad the Olympics are over.
Oh yeah, it was fine. I just like I get a bit bored. I'm like, what? Half of these sports, I'm like, what are they?
I loved it. I feel like a best friend came to town to visit and now had to go back home. I grieve it. I miss it.
Did you see that weird one that they added this year where you ski and then shoot?
What's that?
I have no idea. I've never even seen it before. They're skiing around and shooting things.
Wow.
But anyway, Hallie, what I'd like to say about this, and you can look this up because this is really something that's important, is that, those spheres are not meant to overlap. And a lot of Christians are talking about this right now, and I happen to buy into it, which is, your government can't replace your friendships. Your friendships can't replace your relationships. They each have their spheres. That's why the government shouldn't give money to the poor. That's the church's responsibility.
Mm.
That's why you shouldn't date your friends. That's,
Mm.
that is
Mm.
your relationship sphere should not cross over with your friendship sphere.
Okay, okay. I had trouble following most of that, but then you brought it back to don't date your friends, and I get that. I get that. But I did appreciate everything you said, and I figure that it's probably right because it was said confidently by a white man and although I couldn't follow it, I'm sure it was real good.
Well, Hallie, I found out this week I did a 22andU, and I'm actually not totally white. So it's
Oh,
pretty cool now that I can speak on behalf of some of, people that are different. That because I've got some of that DNA.
wow. 22 and you okay, well, what are you? I mean, is that something you're allowed to say? What are you? Is that a
Well,
question you're allowed to ask?
it's not. You're not supposed to ask that.
What is you?
What is he?
What is it?
What
What
is
did it
me?
say? Yeah.
Well,
What
you
is
can't
it?
say what is it when it comes to someone's ethnic background, Hallie. You can't say what is it. That sounds like I have a disease.
Okay, let me have it.
I don't think you can say that, Hallie. Let
Well, I
me have
feel
it. This
like
is a sensitive topic to me
I
and my
know,
people
but
that
I
I'm
feel like if I
representing.
say identify yourself, I'm gonna sound like, the KGB.
Well, I'm just saying I'm asking you to be sensitive to my ethnic background, which
Okay,
I've
how do I do
recently
that?
found out about by getting a DNA test, which I got for totally different reasons.
Are you upset to hear about your ethnicity?
No, Hallie, I'm actually very excited because now I feel like I can speak on behalf of a lot more people.
Oh, that's true. So what is it? What are
I
you?
am 6% South African,
Is that right?
Southern African. Well, from South Africa. I have a 6% South
Wow.
African. So it
Wow.
does not get more diverse than that, does it?
It sure doesn't. I mean, I think they had apartheid.
Exactly. Well, I
So
mean, yeah.
so you are a survivor.
I'm a survivor, and the reason that speaking of it, the reason I even got the DNA test, and I really hate to bring this up, but I know I've mentioned him before, but my friend Clay
Play me
Mason
some
Bannerman
Bannerman?
and I, knock knock, someone came to the door,
Oh, no.
and it was the state police.
Oh,
And they have informed us that our neighbor, Clay's neighbor, Donovan
Donovan
Geo,
Geo.
has gone missing. And honestly, Christmas came early,
Yeah.
Hallie. I mean,
I mean,
for
I'm sort of
me,
relieved. We
right?
shouldn't say that. I know
What
we're
I'm
not
saying
saying
is,
that, but
I hope he's okay, and thoughts and prayers and all that. But he's been gone for about 4 days now. We have not seen or heard from him. It has been quiet. And the
wow.
only person that is mourning it right now, other than about 100 of his friends that are over there all the time, is Popsicles. And I've had to tell him,
Oh,
well, bud, sometimes people go missing, and sometimes those people don't turn up again.
yeah.
And a lot of times you don't want them to turn up because that is one of those things is you actually, when they turn up, usually a bad thing.
If they all turned up, we'd have no true crime podcasts.
Oh,
And then
exactly.
we'd have no economy.
Don't you think it's interesting how true crime has become so popular? And we'll get back to this in a second, but I do find it interesting that true crime is a driver of the economy.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I can't watch it because I'm too afraid of it.
Well, I like it because I just love how you can take something as simple as trauma, and monetize it these days. And it puts me into that place of what trauma from my life could I be monetizing rather than possibly, crying about it or dealing with it. And that is what's really important, I think, when it comes to true crime.
Well,
Because, the main thing is it's true, right?
Well, it's titular. It's in the title.
It's in the title.
So it must be.
Anyway, yeah, Donovan is no longer with us, and by that I mean he's not next door. And I'm hoping, I hope for the best, but a lot of times when it comes to these true crime type things, it's better to not know than know.
Well, I certainly don't wish him any harm, but if he ended up like in a no-kill animal shelter and someone adopted him
Well,
far
I don't know if they
away,
have those for humans,
well,
but
if he could put on a pair of pants, then I would consider him a human. But
yeah.
if he doesn't have pants, he might as well be a dog.
Well, I think they call that foster care, but I think the thing is, Hallie, I don't wish him ill. I wish him a lesson. I wish him a lesson.
Speaking of trauma, I have really been processing a lot this week. And though I am committed to, demonstrating the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control,
Gesundheit.
sometimes I have hard days.
Really?
Yeah, I have hard days. And I still love Jesus on those days. He is still my number one on those days, but some days are harder than others. And I had a hard one this week because I have been back at the Y. I've been doing my racquetball and I've been doing my laps. And I also walk the track because I'm not allowed at Women's Workout World anymore
Why?
because I threw too many rotator cuffs.
Oh, because of the Zumba?
Yeah. And they thought I was becoming a liability. Anywho, so I'm back at the Y. I'm at the Y down on Brookstone.
Okay.
And one of my daughters came with me.
Which daughter?
The one who has been building a sweat lodge.
Oh,
And
no.
so she's she's needing a refresh. She's needing the refreshing waters of the YMCA lap pool.
And is this the same daughter going through the friend breakup?
Yeah, she's building a sweat lodge in our backyard. As you
Okay.
know, we already have a guillotine
Oh,
that
yeah.
she did
I should have
with.
figured that the one that built the guillotine is the same daughter that built a sweat lodge.
Well, it's not finished yet, but she has it almost done. It's going to be about yay high.
Oh.
She digs it down in the dirt so that it goes about yay low into the ground.
When people say yay high, I always think they're referring to Kanye West.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I'm like,
And
he's
how
short.
high is he?
Oh, he's very
5'2",
he's
5'4"?
I think he's 5'2". And so when someone says yay high, I think, oh, it's 5'2".
That means exceedingly short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I like
Yay
Kanye
high.
because he loves Jesus, but I do think
Does he? That's awesome.
definitely Hallie, he loves
Okay,
Jesus.
then I love him too. That's cool.
So anyway, she's building something that's about a 5'2" sweat lodge. She might need to make a little bit taller. Or is she building a sweat lodge the same size as Kanye West?
It is yay high. It's 5'2", but it goes down in the earth too. So
Oh.
it goes deeper because you're down there in this mud that makes you regulate your temperature in the sweat lodge. She's building a fire opposite where she'll burn these coals to where they're emblazoned red.
Emboldened.
Yeah, and then she puts them in there. It heats it up inside, but she's still working on closing up the top. Any hoodles, I said to her, you should come with me to the Y. I'm going to swim my laps, walk the track and do some racquetball. So she comes with. We're in the locker room doing what women do in a locker room, which is get on your swim stuff.
Yeah.
Get into the showers.
Yeah.
You always have to make your skin wet in the showers before you get into the pool. It's a rule. There are signs, all
Okay.
that. You swim your laps, you do your thing,
Sure.
you come back out, you get in the showers.
Kind of wondering the point of this story, but
Well, what I haven't mentioned, because it's hard to say, is that you take off your clothes. There are moments where you're exposed in the locker room, in the women's locker room, where you're naked, where you're kind of stepping into your underwear, you're pulling up your, clam diggers.
I don't actually. Hallie, I don't actually what? I don't
My
know if that's what.
pants. My pants. I'm putting on my pants,
Well, yeah,
Gray.
but I don't think you should call your underpants clam diggers.
No, those are my pants. So then I'll also, put on my top. Well, put on my brassiere, of course. Get my socks. I also always have my lycra bodysuit on underneath there, the flesh colored, skin tight
Okay.
bodysuit that I wear just in case of rapture because I don't want to be shooting up through the stratosphere immodestly. Any hoodles. My daughter and I were getting dressed and I'm toweling off and all that as you do.
Okay.
And I've always had a real how complicated relationship with my own nudity, hence the bodysuit.
Well, hence the clam diggers.
And my daughter has no problem at all. She is as naked as the day she was born, and I should know because I was there. And she is talking, gesturing, stuff's moving around, bouncing. I says, honey, keep getting dressed, honey. Keep getting dressed.
Who's she talking to?
Me.
Oh.
And I'm always
other
like
people there?
I'm covering up. Well, yeah, there's people all over. I have my big towel hanging over me, and I'm trying to get dressed under the towel so as never to show anything. It's awful. And she doesn't seem to have a lick of self-consciousness. Anyway, as we're walking to the car, we're talking, and she's like, Mom, I'm not worried about who's looking at me. She's like, any of these old ladies can look at me. I don't care. These lesbians can look at me. These moms can look at me. And I said, what did you just say? Did you say you have lesbians looking at you in the locker room?
Oh no.
And
well, let me guess. What was she wearing as her shower shoes?
She was wearing some rubber Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the plastic ones.
Yeah.
Well, any hoodles. She says to me, I said, honey, there are no lesbians in the women's locker room at the YMCA. And she said, what do you mean there's not? Why do you think there's not? And I said, well, I'm just sure there's not. I've been getting dressed in here my whole life. That would be immodest if I was doing that in front of, if there was any lesbian in here, then that would be the equivalent of a man being in here, wouldn't it? If they were attracted to the, and so I said, I don't think lesbians are allowed in women's locker rooms. They have to go into the locker rooms. What it should be is they go into the locker rooms with gay men because then the gay men aren't looking at the lesbians. So the gay men and the lesbians, they all share a locker room because then they're not looking at the opposite sex.
Right, but then you've got the gay men and the lesbians in the locker rooms together. You've put all the lesbians.
So the men would be looking at the men?
Well,
Oh no,
by
this
your
math is not mathing.
by your calculus, Hallie, and I don't want to dig too far into the clam bed that you've established, but
my clam diggers.
What is that?
These pants right here, the ones that
Those are clam diggers?
Yeah, look, these ones that stop just after my knees.
Well, that's the only type of pants you wear.
Yeah.
I just always thought they were short pants that you didn't know that you didn't buy, that they didn't make pants long enough for you, even though you're short.
I can't figure out what to do with the locker room thing in case there might be women in the women's locker room looking at some of the women.
I mean, those pants are about yay long.
These are exactly yay long. That's how I know what my inseam is.
So the issue that you have is that there could be lesbians in a locker room.
I've never thought of that. Do you think that's happening?
Well, I don't know. And, as someone who is has 6% South African, I do get a little when it comes to.
Well, then you can speak to this. I do believe.
Yeah, I just do think that, being able to divide and conquer is an important thing. But I think you've kind of backed yourself into a corner here because I don't think that you can put those people together and not have something go down, if you know what I mean, i.e. ladies gesturing, walking around, talking to each other, wearing the Bluntstones in the showers. I just, this is tough.
I don't know why everybody's all worried about these bathrooms and nobody's talking about the fact that you could have, you could maybe at any time, will you tell me what's happening in the men's locker rooms? Are there ever any men in there looking at each other naked?
Well, first off, I would never go to a YMCA. First off, because there's just pretty much their equipment is garbage.
Oh, is that
Oh,
right?
Hallie, they don't even have a squat rack that the heaviest that you can put on a squat rack at the YMCA is like 300 pounds.
A
What am I
squat
even going to do
rack?
with that?
A squat rack?
A squat rack.
A squat rack?
Yes.
Squat rack?
Anyway, I would never be caught dead in a YMCA just because even though it does have a C in the name, essentially what you're paying, you get what you pay for, and what you're getting is not much.
Oh yeah, the C is Christian.
That's right. But when it comes to the locker room, and this is just first off, we have some locker room talk. We'll make jokes. We will all laugh at the jokes, even if they're not funny. We will give each other encouragement, and then it'll just be like, you give each other praise, congratulations,
That's
whatever
awesome.
you need that day to go in and do your best in the gym, and then you just hit the showers and you chill.
Well,
But we're not looking at each other, and you're like, when you're if you're in a men's shower room,
okay.
what happens is even if it's a group showers, which is totally fine, is that you train your eyes to the skies.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. Haven't you ever
Nobody's
seen?
sneaking a peek?
Well, you've seen it in like a shampoo commercial. Do you ever see anybody looking down like this, 45 degrees? No. You see the guys when you're washing your hair, when you're looking up,
Head
you
up, chin up,
chin
eyes
up,
up.
eyes to the skies.
Eyes to
Eyes to the skies so you don't
skies.
see the prize. And that is what you tell your bros and your guys. So I
Okay.
do think that that is just really how guys operate at the guys in the guys showers. We're not going around. First off, we're not going around to chit chat anyway. We're laughing at jokes, we're giving each other encouragement, and then we're hitting the showers and it's eyes to the skies.
That's awesome. Okay. I feel better. I mean, do you ever have like a spontaneous prayer circle breakout or anything like that in
Oh
there?
sure, yeah.
That's inspiring.
Yeah, we'll get in a circle and pray sometimes,
Oh,
but
that's
a lot of times
cool.
that's in the shower too. But you're still, just like when you pray, you're not bowing. When it's the same. You're not bowing your head in this prayer situation. Just still eyes to the skies.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, whew, I feel like that's a relief because if any of that gay stuff was happening in a men's locker room, I think that would be a real problem.
Well, and isn't it unfortunate that we have this gay agenda now that is making us talk about this stuff?
Well,
We don't want to be talking about this stuff, just like you don't want to know what happened when your neighbor goes missing all the time. But what I will say is that we can ratio this conversation to bring things full circle. And and this is what I do, Hallie, when gay stuff arises, I ratio it. I just ratio it.
It gets ratioed.
It gets ratioed. And I'll just have a bunch of guys pile on to being like, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about something else. Or we'll just, we'll, use the classics, bullying or whatever we need to just change the subject.
Well, phew. That's good news. And I'm here for good news and small victories this week.
I'm here for the good news, right? And Christ's victory over sin. See, that's how you ratio someone.
I think I understand that. Also had another I got a praise that I got to offer up. I got to send it up real hard to JC. Have a major praise this week because sometimes we have prayer requests, don't we? But
Yes, we do.
sometimes we got praises. And I would say this week the thing that I am laying at his feet is the stuff with my daughter.
Oh, which daughter?
Oh, the one who has started using Axe body spray.
Oh, it's so the one building the sweat lodge.
And any hoodles, my husband Lance Labont had a major victory in Jesus this year, and I feel like he needed a win. I feel like he needed a win. Just sort of his attitude lately, his mood, his confidence. I feel like he needed a win. And I had him on the top of my prayer list. And boy, does Jesus deliver. He is so faithful.
What happened?
My husband, Lance, running security, constantly being attacked by these vicious hawks in the security at the Red Ranger. Range Rover used vehicle car lot. Anywho, he accidentally sold a car.
Oh.
And got a major promotion, and he's working sales now instead of security.
How do you accidentally sell a car?
Well, he was, of course, being chased by a hawk. He has some kind of shine on his bald head that is attracting these birds of prey.
Hallie, I'm going to stop you there. He's not bald. I just want to encourage you you should never call your husband bald.
Oh, is that right?
No, unless he says he is. Does he say he's bald?
Oh, yeah. He says he's bald as a cucumber.
Oh, okay. Then that's okay.
Yeah. He calls himself a cue ball.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's okay. And does he shave his head?
He doesn't care at all. He shaves the little parts in the back.
Okay. So he's not bald. He's a guy who shaves his head.
That's okay. Okay. He is a guy who shaves his head.
He has a clean shaven head. That's not a guy who's bald. We just have to remember that, because when you call a guy bald, a lot of things are happening there that could possibly be seen as, and I'm speaking as someone who's 6% South African, could be offensive.
So you can say
to men.
Yeah. So you can say it. Finally, someone can say it. Well, anyway, he was running from a hawk. He jumped into the nearest vehicle just for sheer protection. But there was a potential buyer walking up who saw the truck now in action. It drew his eye. He came over. It's human instinct to want what somebody else has. So the guy walks up, knocks on Lance's window, says, are you interested in this vehicle? Because I think I want it.
Oh.
And
he thought Lance was just a guy that was trying to buy it.
Yeah.
Or
and
steal it.
So he was trying to steal it out from under that guy. That guy ends up just being a security guy who's hiding from a hawk who's just been real nasty. And so Lance is like, no, I'm not buying this vehicle, but I can go get, help for whatever. He ended up getting credit for the sale, and he got
so he's a salesman now.
He's a salesman now, which brings him inside.
Awesome.
So, I mean, I got a new spot at the top of my prayer list, because boy, he was so faithful this week in getting Lance inside. And now the hawk problem is whammo blammo, solved.
Praise. Was that an episode? I think so.
Yeah, it was that.
Thanks, chat.
Was that fit for TV? Oh, was the chat rock solid? Was it solid gold in here?
Praise, praise, praise. Talk about a clam digger. God, that made me laugh. Pulling up your clam diggers, and Gray just thinks they're underwear. Whammo, blammo, praise, praise, praise. Thank you, everyone, for being here. That was a mega live stream based on your suggestions. If you would like to join Supercast, now's a great time to do it. The entire archive is now on Supercast, not on the main feed, just FYI. And all the people that were Supercast members just got upgraded. So that's a little secret thing that you can know about too, in terms of your membership. So we love you. We appreciate you. And this one unedited will be in your Supercast feed, and then the other one will come out on the main feed. Anything else you want to say, Holly?
Thanks so much. I'm going to go back through and read what was happening in the chat while we were improvising, because it looks like it was a really hot one. And y'all really cracked me up.
And I think we probably will have a live stream next week. I will send out a little reminder over the email if that is.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So we'll have a live stream around this time next week. And it's always very lovely to see you. Hi from across the pond. And
just remember, if you watch Heated Rivalry as if it's a porno, it has a great budget and good acting.
And if you're just going to watch a porno, that's fine too. We appreciate you, and much love to everybody. Thanks for joining us on your Sunday, and we'll see you
See you next week.
very soon, or in the Discord, or whenever. Hit us up in any channel if you ever have anything you want to chat about.
Thanks for the laughs.
See y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
Wait, can I keep the chat?
Yeah, we'll read the chat later. See ya.
I want to read it.